Alright, come on. Come on. Bro, this dude is... There we go. Alright, invite. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Realest guy in the room. How you doing? Yo.
My end?
Yeah, but you gotta show your face, brother.
Dude, fucking TikTok sucks. Oh, wait, here we
We
go.
love TikTok. It's our
Yeah,
friend.
TikTok's the best.
Right. Oh my God, Mike and Ike show. Alright, are we in?
Yeah, before, oh, wait.
How do you reformat? We're still doing the ins and outs of this thing. I don't know how to get you half screen. If anyone knows how to get them half screen in the comments.
Do you have to do it?
Live show. Guess we'll take turns performing. Whoa, what the heck is that? Apparently we're having a showdown. As the Hispanics say.
Okay.
Expand. Here we go. Couldn't expand guests during a showdown.
Why should it show?
Bro, how did I? Oh, you could.
What is this shit?
Alright, exited. Alright. Expand. Now you're the big guy. What does it look like on your screen?
I'm taking up the whole screen. Wait, how do I...
Yo, Nelly, you're in here. How do you make it so we're half and half? How do you make it so we're... Nelly.
Thank you for the gifted.
No, I might have to add Nelly in here real quick just so he can tell me how to do it.
Let's get it. 3-way.
Alright. I'm gonna have to kick him after, though. Eddie requested to join. Bro, I don't know what we're professionals here, Eddie. I don't know what you think this is. This isn't pin the tail on the donkey here. You can't just join. At work. But, Nelly, how do you flip the screen, bro? I know you know how. What do I look like on your screen, Mike?
I just see the top of your head.
No, but, like, am I full screen, half screen?
Nah, you're like a tiny little box.
Yo, Nelly, how do we do 50-50 screen? Yo, how do you do 50-50 screen?
I forget. Go to guest.
Guests? Yeah.
You have to click the format.
I don't
You
see.
have to change the format.
I don't see formats. It just says go live with guests. Is it the square? No.
Let me think about when I'm live. Wait, click the top. Actually,
The top.
yeah,
what?
click the top corner.
Of
Click the
guests.
top corner where it shows like, yeah, the top left. No, the top right.
It says a power button. Oh, up there, up
What is-
there. So then what do I do? It just shows viewers.
And click settings, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
No, it's over. All right, I think he'll be coming back because he's going live. So
I
if
can't
he's-
help you with this shit.
I know. We got to get this thing going. I don't know what's going. Why is TikTok the most complicated app to do anything in?
You want to thank the sponsors?
No, we got to wait till this thing starts before we start thinking anything. Dude, this is so freaking... I can't say that word. Right now, I'm big and... Expand both. Expand for one spot first. What is that supposed to mean?
What the fuck?
Bro, this is crazy. Well, I guess we can just...
Oh, shit.
All right. Yo, did you figure it out?
Yeah.
So what do I do?
It's not the top screen. Click the bottom screen.
Which button? There's like 10 buttons on the bottom.
You know you know where it's guest and collab. Click guest.
It says go live with guests.
At the bottom.
Bottom far left.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you click on it, and it should show you the guest, right? It shows me and the other guy.
Yeah.
Click settings.
Uh-huh.
The gear.
Oh, panel.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fucking go.
All right. Well, Nelly, what's the shape of Italy? Oh, never mind. All right, we ready? We ready to fire this thing up here?
Yeah, run this shit.
All right. 3, 2, 1. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the first ever edition of the Ike and Mike show, where we talk about sports, we talk about topics the other creators in this space are scared to talk about. So first off, Mike, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Couldn't be any better. Got the Cowboys gear on. This is like my Green Goblin mask. When I take this thing out the trash can and put it on.
Yeah, I just sent my CD jersey to the tailor.
Oh, really?
Get a little work done on it. I got to soup it up for when he comes back.
Makes perfect sense. And speaking of cents, dollars and cents, you guys can be a part of this show by donating in the comments. Galaxy, Super Chat, Roses, Chili Peppers. I know we already have a bunch donated already. We'll get to them when we get to them. But, yeah. What do you want to say before we get started?
I want to thank the sponsors. Pizza Hut, first of all. Nobody out pizzas the Hut.
No,
Also,
they don't.
big shout out to FanDuel sponsoring this. Wouldn't be possible without them.
And just to touch up on that, it's very rare that FanDuel will sponsor an up-and-coming show like this. But when you got two guys here, active guys who win on the app, promote the app, I just think it's a match made in heaven. And speaking of heaven, Pizza Hut $7.99. I can't speak. It's such a great deal. New extra pepperoni pizza tastes like heaven. So make sure to run out and grab that when you're watching the replay of the show, which will be available on YouTube.
Also, for our other sponsor, FanDuel, feel free to use our code in the description. As well as we give a lot of free picks here. We're up about 80 units in the last week and a half, so.
And that's a downside. That's me having to deal with some other stuff and not being able to get on the app.
Yep. Busy life.
So, I know it's the first episode. We got to get the housekeeping out the way. Mike, why don't you tell the viewers what to expect from this show, and why do you personally have what it takes to, share your take on sports?
Well, as far as myself, I would say my resume speaks for it. And as far as what to expect on this show, it's pretty simple. Expect the unexpected.
And I like that.
Whatever you think you're going to see, you're not. And if you don't think you're going to see it, you will. It's about as simple as that.
And I got a quote. Believe half of what you see and none of what you heard.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Do you think of that?
I don't know why it just hit me. When you said that, just something inside of me rose.
If you had a quote, I knew it was yours. I could tell.
I mean, I don't quote other people.
Yeah, no.
A little background for myself here and why, if you're joining this, you're like, well, what does this guy have to offer about sports and football? I played at the next level. I had the skills to pay the bills. I was the junior varsity starting quarterback for Carl Hayden High School, in which I smashed every record out the park. In varsity, yeah, I was four-string for a little bit, but, I was there to play football, not do school. So my grades made me flunk out of high school.
And as far as people questioning my knowledge, I was on the field for every single game for 4 years during high school. I was the first male cheerleader ever in the state of Arizona.
Nobody can take that away from him. And no one, and he likes to keep his personal stuff outside of the show. He's not going to tell you which high school. So, I mean, if you want, you can go on a goose chase, go to every high school. His picture is on that wall right next to me. Because when you're the JV Carl Hayden football quarterback, you're going to a lot of schools, taking pictures, doing all that.
Yeah, man.
And I did start one game at quarterback. So I am a starting quarterback. I was the third-string JV Carl Hayden quarterback for a while. Both the starters got hurt. We went to the kicker. Kicker got hurt. Then they threw me in the next game to start. So I'm close.
Offense,
football.
that offense was humming, wasn't it?
Oh, it
Sounded
was
like a new car.
the 6-3 win we had over Cortez
Oh man.
in the Maryville Bowl. Oh, bring back memories, chills down my spine.
I remember that like it was yesterday. It was only like 25 years ago now. That
Hey,
was a classic.
you know what they say? 25 is the new 12. All right, but anyways, let's get into the show here. We have a good show planned, and I think it's only appropriate if we talk about what happened last night between the 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams, the Battle of L.A. or California. Mike, what was your take on the game?
I mean, I had a final score of 26-23 as my prediction pre-game, so it went about exactly as I planned, to be honest. I feel like I saw every outcome of that game coming. One thing, though, 49ers fans, it's a little bit of a quarterback controversy happening now.
And if you know anything about me, you know I'm not shy of a controversy.
Wait, sorry, we got to chat. No, I'm not single, sorry. Keep
Where's
going.
that? Wait, hold on. We got a Galaxy from Edgar Jimenez, Cowboys fan, 69420. He says, I remember the Carl Hayden game. Great quarterback. Can't wait for the show. All right, thank you. Now, back to what I was saying. You got two guys, Mac Jones and Brock Purdy. Some people say Mac Jones is Diet Brock Purdy. And I've heard that circulating through the interwebs. But as someone who studied his career at Alabama, who watched the Patriots and Cowboys have that random overtime game a few years ago,
I remember that.
I can wholeheartedly say Mac Jones is better than Brock Purdy, and he is the guy for the job. But the reason he's not going to play is because Mac Jones isn't making $100 million a year. Mac Jones doesn't look like Anna Frey. So he's not going to get the glitz and glamour, but he'll win you 9 to 10 games while Purdy's out.
And, you know, for the people who say Mac Jones is Diet Brock Purdy, I challenge you to think of it the other way. Maybe Brock Purdy's just fat Mac Jones.
And, I mean, Mac Jones is a husky guy.
He is.
He's a size
he's
36
heavy.
pants husky. I think technical difficulties. Let's read some comments. Mac Jones is a ball hog. That's why he gets punished out there. I mean, if we look at percentages and touches, we'll say that Christian McCaffrey might be a ball hog. Mac Jones only been out there for 3 games, brother. Would you sleep with Anna Frey? I mean, not my type. 5 Burger Mike. Okay. All right, we read some comments. Let's get back to the show
Back
here.
to the show.
So
What did you think of it? Especially this Nakua fellow.
I think Nakua was great. I think from the Rams side of things, the game couldn't have went any better. You had him beat. Your running back decided that he wanted to go Pop Warner and fumble the ball at the 2-yard line, and you lost the game. And it went to overtime. I think, honestly, if I'm the Rams, I'm chalking this up as a win. Because we know when it's going to go down in San Fran and Brock Purdy's back there, we know who's going to win. We know Puka's getting 200 yards and a couple touchdowns.
The only thing more valuable than a real victory is a moral victory also. Something you can hang your hat on.
You know, it's something you could put on like this jersey. You could put that moral victory on. You could wear it around. You know what? Hey, we lost, but I feel good about it.
Yep.
You can't say the same about winning a game you thought you should lose.
Also, let's talk about Matthew Stafford's veneers. Wow. What a job whoever did it did.
I mean, I don't know who his stylist is. I don't know who's doing the off-the-field stuff, but you're killing it. And he looks like a young Owen Wilson.
He does. And those teeth, too, they look sturdy. I feel like he could frickin'
You know, I might need to give me a pair of veneers myself here. You know what I'm
looks like
saying?
he could bite through a steel pipe.
And he was biting through a steel pipe.
Yep.
Until Kyron Williams decided he didn't know how to play football and fumbled.
The fumble rooster.
2 elite running backs and you don't split carries. Hey, what did Stone Cold say in The Longest Yard? I'm not talking about that one word. That's how a white man runs a football. Speaking of white men, Ricky Pearsall has been out for the 49ers.
Slick Rick, he could have made a real difference out there. He's a wiggly guy.
So, Mike, obviously, you know, you're a fan of high-character guys like McCaffrey and Pearsall and Mac Jones. Do you think Pearsall, if he was healthy, would have made a huge impact on that game?
As I said, he's a wiggly guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he covers himself in oil before the games. They cannot seem to grab him.
And, I mean, they must have grabbed him if he's injured. But I get what you're saying here.
Maybe he slipped in oil, right?
That's why they call him Slick Rick.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? There's always a tie in here on the show. We always circle back, and that's what you guys are going to learn. Two smart fans who played the game, been on the gridiron, got it done at the highest levels. One is a cheerleader, one is a starting quarterback for Carl Hayden JV, and we know the game better than some guys that are just sitting on the couch with their potato chips and their LA Dodgers mugs.
Living in their mom's basement, spilling soda all over themselves.
Yada yada, real men talk college ball, which is a great transition. I promise I didn't tell Leb to do this, into the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders. Now, obviously, you're a big Coach Prime guy. You watch the show on Amazon. You have a bunch of Colorado's jerseys. When do you think Shedeur is going to get that opportunity?
Well, what's really hard when you're a talented player like you or Shedeur Sanders is, when you just know better than everyone else. And it's, I think what he sees out there is that this Cleveland Browns team is ready to win a Super Bowl with the right guy behind the wheel.
And I agree.
I think the biggest thing for him is staying ready,
Mm-hmm.
And as far as when he'll get his chance, I don't have a crystal ball.
And you know who does have a crystal ball?
Should have been yesterday or the day before that or the day before that.
And I agree. But Nelly G's in the chat. He'll get the opportunity when the perfect timing comes. And you didn't think for a second that Dylan Gabriel in that press conference was being subliminal towards his teammate, Shedeur, and his father, Coach Prime, who did offer me.
Yep.
It
was a little sneaky. It was a little sneaky. I'll be honest.
I mean, do you blame him, though? It's like, think about it.
Were you at all shocked by the result of the game yesterday, though? Just to get past that LA shootout?
I mean, I could have saw it going any way. I mean, you predicted 26-23 overtime with a Kyron Williams fumble way before last night. So I was listening to that, but also, the fan inside of me, I was thinking maybe Stafford can pull this thing off. But he did. He played well. He did all he could. And Kyron Williams just decided to, be a great guy, play the Middle Eastern music with him fumbling, and he just decided to give up the game, and it happens.
Honestly, I was thinking maybe the light in the new SoFi Stadium, maybe it bounced off Matthew Stafford's veneers and temporarily blinded him.
Well, I mean, those veneers, whoever did that job, I mean, they're probably a fan of the show. They're probably watching this thing. Give me a call.
Yeah, that guy looks like he could build a dam in a river.
But as back to Dylan Gabriel, I don't blame him for a second. It's like, think about this. Like, think about me when I was starting at Carl Hayden. Imagine if I didn't get the publicity and the coverage, but the backup who hasn't done anything and was 13-12 and got a statue is getting the interviews? Nah. I want the interviews. I'm starting this week, not this guy. This guy who's mouthing words and doesn't want to talk to the media. You're going to ask him? No, ask me, and I'll tell you about my perfect timing right here. This is an AP, by the way.
I'm with you. Yeah. No, I'm with you. Should we get to the Sunday slate? A lot of games ahead of us.
You know what? I think so. I think that's a perfect transition to the Sunday slate. Give me 3 games that you got your eye on that are must-see and you can't miss.
First game, must-see football. Minnesota Vikings at the Cleveland Browns. And let me tell you, they're across the pond for this one. Getting it done in Europe.
So they're in England.
They're in Europe. Somewhere in Europe.
Dang. And what time do I have to wake up for that game?
Well, 6:30 on a Sunday.
I mean, usually I'm up at 6 a.m. anyway, so.
I was going to say, think about it. After we go for our run at about 4.
Yeah, I can get breakfast in.
Right around 6:15.
I mean, I like that. 6 a.m. Vikings-Browns. You can't name 2 better teams to be overseas across the pond, must-see TV, must-see football.
Two of the hottest teams right now.
We got ice-cold emojis. I think he's talking about me and the Cowboys jersey.
Yeah, I think it's your jersey.
And, yeah, it is ice-cold. You can get this at NFLshop.com. Promo code IkeSmooth, the one-stop shop for all your football merch. All right, now that's game 1. Now let's hear game 2 and 3.
Well, we promised our fans some free picks, some free lines to tail us on. So I think we should, dive in a little bit.
Okay.
Currently, the Vikings are favored -3.5.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on this?
I think, honestly, Dylan Gabriel might play the worst brand of football we've ever seen. So if you're going to take -3.5, I think that's being generous. I got the Vikings winning by 15. Their defense gave me 30 in fantasy a few weeks ago, and they had an off week last week. I think Minnesota's going to run away with this one, do the Lambeau leap into the Manchester U fans, and I think the Vikings win 27 to -2.
So, to me, this is a bit of a trap. I had a lot of trouble. I came to the same conclusion as you. My only thought was, what if Shedeur gets his shot this week?
Okay, let me change it. 27-0 then, because they don't get the -2 points for the reverse safety. I think Shedeur might come in there, lead him to a field goal drive, last drive, take a couple sacks. He's going to do his thing.
One thing I think everyone in this live should go do, the total points for this game is 35.5. We think it's going to be a shootout. Alternate total points, 59.5. Take the over. You're welcome.
You talked about print shape. Shedeur has a okay. Well, I mean,
All right, yeah.
deny that, but I'm not going to say that it's true as well. But speaking of bets, Caleb, in this chat, he's a profound bettor. He's put me onto a lot of bets that have won. Hence, how do you think I got this jersey? Yep. So I think that we could do something in the future where maybe he comes on in the later episodes for like the last 5 minutes and gives us a quick Taylor fade. What do you think about that?
I could see that working out. I know the fans would love it, and that's what we do. We put the fans first.
We put the fans first. And speaking of second, what is the second game this weekend that all fans should have their eyes on?
Second game I'm excited to watch. The New York Giants going to New Orleans.
Ooh, Devil came down to Georgia, right?
Yep, facing the Arizona legend himself, the great Spencer Rattler.
This is an Arizona showdown, or showdown, as most of our fans say. Cameron Scattaboo, I think that's his name, versus Spencer Rattler. Two ASU alum.
Who do you have coming up on top?
I got Scattaboo. I just got him on fantasy, projected 16 points. I need 3 touchdowns from you. Help Dart out. Help him
Cameron
out.
Scattaboo?
Diaz is a New Orleans fan. Yep, Diaz. That could be the name of a lot of the fans watching this, but he is a New Orleans Saints fan. Wait, hold on. We got another Galaxy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Edgar Gonzalez Hernandez Jr. says, loving the show. Can't believe Mike's a Celtics fan. LOL. Keep doing your thing. Enjoy the Galaxy. Well, thank you, Edgar. And we are going to
No, honestly, I'm a big Cowboys fan, Mavericks fan, etc. I just needed a hat. I don't have a lot of confidence in my hairline. I'm a hat guy.
And hey, nothing wrong with it. Right here.
Women love bald men, for sure.
Oh, yeah, oozing testosterone. All right, so what's your score prediction for that game?
I got the Saints in a barn burner, 3-2.
So, like you said, I mean, analytics show that's the direction that game is headed towards. But I honestly am going to take the complete opposite. Saints 56, Giants 49. I'm not talking about those boys from San Fran either. I think it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be in a dome. Scattaboo plays good in domes. I think Spencer Rattler is going to have his coming out party. He's going to play really well. He's going to hit all.
His second coming out party, yeah. I think so as well.
You know what happened the last time the Giants went there? I got 2 words for you. Eli Manning, Drew Brees, shootout, 7 touchdown game for Drew Brees, 6 touchdowns for Eli Manning.
I remember that. You know how I remember it?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, let's keep that off the live.
But he remembers it.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
So you're going Saints minus 2.5?
I'm going Saints. Final score 3-2. Book it.
Okay.
This is my lock for the week too.
The lock. Editors put the big lock emoji.
Yep. And hey, if you bet on it and it's wrong, don't know what to tell you.
It's a risk. And that's exactly why in FanDuel, it's a high risk, but an even higher reward. So use promo code Ike and Mike, and you might get yourself a $50 rebate. You might. Not guaranteed. You might.
There's a chance, though. It could happen.
And speaking of chances, our man Chance Garland, big Broncos fan, and that will lead me to the last game that you said we should keep an eye on.
Yep. You want me to start on it, or you want me to?
The Broncos play a team So we might not know which team, but they play a team this week.
They play someone, and it's the Eagles at Philadelphia.
Gulp. And that was a real gulp. Philadelphia, I got Saquon running all over Mile High. They're going to be in Mile High. The game's going to get rescheduled. A little inside source here. The game will get moved to Mile High. You'll find out about that Saturday morning. I got the Eagles running over the Broncos. They're going to ride the Broncos. Eagles are going to fly on the Broncos. They're going to win 67-15. What do you have for score predictions?
So, to me, this Eagles team, it's a lot of hot air blowing. They've won 4 one-score games. How many yards do you think their quarterback's throwing for this season?
Well, he's obviously – I hear about how they talk about him. Obviously MVP candidate. Obviously one of the best in the game based on how they talk about him. I got to say he's at least almost at the 1,000-yard marker right now, correct?
He's throwing for 184 yards across 4 games.
And this is the guy they're saying is one of the best in the game.
Well, you haven't heard the full story. He makes up for it. He has 7 one-yard running touchdowns this year alone. Damn. Name one other player in the NFL who could score 7 one-yard rushing touchdowns.
Obviously, McCaffrey can't do it. He has 0.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I think that stats tell a whole story.
Listen, McCaffrey's a hard worker, but he's a glorified Wes Welker playing behind a Niners line.
And I couldn't agree more. But the fact is, he is having a good year, so the media is going to cover that up.
Yep.
But once reality starts to hit and McCaffrey gets back to normal, then everyone's going to know that he is a little, Peyton Pritchard, little Danny Amendola, little Wes Welker. He's that little guy that's going to take big hits and get 5 yards. He is a little league version of Ricky Pearsall.
Yep. The great Ricky Pearsall.
Enough about the Niners. I think this is the week that we start having the Bo Nix conversation about why is he in the league. He's going to play awful. He's going to throw picks around the board. Sutton's on my fantasy team, so he'll randomly get like 2 touchdowns. But besides that, Bo Nix is going to play awful this week. I just don't see the appeal. Maybe there's some sex appeal there. I don't know. I don't think Bo Nix is a
that
great
was going to lead me to our next Bo Nix conversation. This is where I thought you were going with it. Can that guy put together a pregame outfit or what?
Oh, I mean, hey, fashion isn't for everyone, but it certainly is for him.
Look, I think I know why Sean Payton liked him so much coming out of Oregon.
Well, he did say he was like a nephew to him, and I'm like, well, usually they say sons, but, nephew, I don't know.
Yeah.
He loves him, and you love us some football. So, I think those are the 3 games you guys need to keep a good eye on. Watch it like a hawk, walk it like a dog, and make sure to check those games out this weekend. As for my boys, we got the Jets. We're going to handle business per usual. Right now our record is 1-2-1, but honestly, if you take out the tie, we're honestly 4-0. So we're going to keep the perfect season going with a win against the Jets. Now,
this is a tough Jets team. It's going to be a test for us, for sure.
It's going to be a big test. Fields might run all over this Cowboys defense, but we got something the Jets don't, and that's heart.
Exactly. And you know what else we have that they don't have?
I'm curious. What? Enlighten me.
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott, greatest quarterback in the league MVP candidate, but yet we're going to give it to some guy running in from 1 yard. That's a different discussion for a different show. Now, Mike, I would like to switch topics here. Our last topic of the show, we've been going for like 45 minutes. It's been a great show, but all good things come to an end, right? What was it? All roads lead to Rome.
All roads lead to Rome.
So this road is leading straight to Rome with who do you think is going to have the best pregame outfit this week?
This week.
Quarterbacks. And I want you to give me the one from the AFC and then one from the NFC.
Only quarterbacks.
Yep, you heard the rules, brother.
Okay. As far as the NFC, this is kind of an easy one for the NFC.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the man, Dak Prescott.
He could put him up. You call him Mr.
One word, classy. Classy. Only word that matters.
Class. He is the embodiment of having some class. And I like it. I love Dak. I love what he's doing. I love the way he throws that ball. I love the way he walks on the tightrope, says a quote after losing a game. I love it. But what are you wearing? And I think he's going to come out in snakeskin boots, assless chaps, and he's going to wear his own jersey.
Oh, wow, that's bold.
It's bold, and I like to call it bold and brash, and that's exactly why the Cowboys.
That's who he is.
Now for the AFC, who do you got?
Oh, this is easy. For the 5th week in a row, I'm taking Danny Dimes. Lock. That's the actual lock to all our fans.
I mean, he might not know what's going on up here. He might look cross-eyed, but he sure does know how to put on a turtleneck, and that's what I think he's going to be wearing this week. Turtleneck, skinny jeans, and you know what? I think he's going to wear a pair of work boots because he's going to go to work this weekend.
You know, and that's the thing about him, too, is it's the little things. It's the accessories, the rings, the necklaces, the piercings. You can't see all of them. Some of them aren't visible, you know, unless you can get behind the scenes, like with our badges, locker room passes.
Well, we do have media passes for the Cardinals. I don't think it will be a problem to get it for the Colts. But with that being said, we're gonna wrap things up here, put it in a ball, let you think about it. I just want to thank you guys for coming on the show, for joining us this week. The replay is going to be on YouTube. It's going to either be on Ike's Move Basketball, or maybe Mike will make a YouTube page for the show. Who knows? But it's going to be able to be archived. It was a great show, and I'm looking forward to the future of this thing right here. We had some good interactions.
One more word to the fans. NBA season's coming up. Get ready. Double the content.
Oh, you think this? You think you're getting overwhelmed with this? Just wait until we have guys jumping out the gym, and we rank the top 50th ugliest WNBA players. But that's a show for another day. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace, brother.